In 2008, a woman named Dana Reg left her office on the 12th floor of a building at the end of a long workday, said goodnight to a colleague, and stepped into the elevator. A security camera in the lobby recorded the elevator descending and its doors opening. When they opened, the elevator was empty. Dana Reg had gotten on 12 floors up and had not gotten off at the bottom, and between those two facts the elevator had not stopped once. Stay with me. 2 cameras watched, and neither one shows where she went. Dana Reg was 31, and she worked late that night, one of the last people out of her office. A colleague named Wells rode down part of the way with her habits, but that night he had left earlier, and Dana finished alone. On her way out she passed the office of a coworker still at his desk, and she leaned in and said goodnight, and he looked up and said goodnight back, and he was the last person to see her. He heard her walk to the elevator bank. He heard the soft tone of the elevator arriving, and the doors, and then the ordinary sound of the car descending. The building had cameras, as office buildings do. One was mounted inside the elevator itself, in the ceiling corner, looking down. The other was in the lobby, looking at the elevator doors and the exit beyond them. Both were running that night. Both recorded what happened, and what they recorded is the whole of the mystery. The lobby camera shows the elevator's floor indicator counting down, 12, 11, 10, all the way to 1, a single continuous descent with no stops. It shows the doors opening onto the lobby. And it shows the car behind them, brightly lit, and empty. No one steps out, because there is no one inside to step out. The doors wait, and then close, and the elevator sits. The elevator camera is the one that should have answered everything, and instead it asks the real question. It shows Dana Reg stepping into the car on the 12th floor. It shows her pressing the button for the lobby. It shows the doors closing. And it shows her standing in the descending elevator, alone, ordinary, checking her phone, shifting her bag on her shoulder, a tired woman going home. The floor numbers change. The car goes down. And somewhere in that descent, between 2 floors, on a continuous recording with no cut and no gap, Dana Reg is simply no longer in the frame. One moment she is standing there. A few frames later the car is empty, and it continues down, empty, to the lobby, where the other camera watches its doors open on nothing. The elevator did not stop. Both the indicator and the internal log confirm it descended without pause from 12 to 1. The doors did not open between floors, they cannot, and the log shows they did not. There is no hatch a person uses, the ceiling panel was sealed and undisturbed. There is nowhere in a moving elevator for a person to go, and the camera does not show her going anywhere. It shows her present, and then it shows her absent, in a sealed steel box between the 8th floor and the 7th, with no door open and no explanation for the space between one frame and the next. The police did everything. They searched the shaft, top to bottom, and found nothing, no sign that anyone had fallen or climbed or been forced through anywhere. They interviewed the coworker who said goodnight, and he was exactly what he appeared to be, the last man to see her, baffled and grieving. They examined the footage for tampering and found none, the timestamps ran clean and unbroken on both cameras, the same continuous night. They considered every ordinary answer, and every ordinary answer required the elevator to stop, or the doors to open, or the camera to skip, and none of those things happened. Dana Reg was never found. Her phone was never located. Her family waited through the years the way families do, and the building went on operating, its elevators running up and down, carrying people who did not know that one of the cars had once opened its doors on an empty lobby with a woman missing from inside it. The security guard who was on duty that night is the one who still turns it over. He was the first to notice the empty elevator, sitting in the lobby with its doors cycling open and closed on nothing, and he watched both tapes that night before anyone official arrived. He said the thing that stays with him is not that she vanished. It is how ordinary she looks in the last frame she is in. She is not frightened. She does not react. She is not looking at anything, not reaching for anything, not aware that anything is about to happen. She is just a tired woman in an elevator, going down, checking the time, and then she is a bright empty box descending the last few floors to a lobby where no one is waiting to get off, having left the world somewhere in the dark between two numbers, without ever looking up.